only memory I have of that trip was some guy winking on me, winking Welcome to We Don't Know. Today we are talking about if vacations are overrated. And to join us with this special topic, we have Emilie.
Yeah.
Not Emma.
Not Emma.
Surprise.
Previously referred to as Emma. We now have Emilie.
Yes, we do.
So, I guess, firsthand, are vacations overrated? Do you guys think so?
I don't think so.
I think it depends on the situation,
Yeah.
personally, because some vacations are completely and totally overrated.
I think some
Let's
are
be
too,
honest.
extreme, you know?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Like, the super omega rich people go on, super, extreme vacations where they could be doing other stuff with their money, you know?
That is true.
Yeah.
And they're not, interpersonal.
Interpersonal?
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They're
there's
more
not
about
much
the
sentiment.
experience. Yeah.
Yeah. It's more tangible than memorable.
That's what I think.
I don't understand.
No, like rich people, they go and they travel on a yacht and they have a 5-star chef, you know.
Yeah.
And they go and race fancy cars and stay in a fancy hotel,
Mm-hmm.
where somebody who is poor and just goes to the beach with their kids and plays in the sand and makes sand castles
Yeah.
and stuff, they're gonna have
Yeah.
better memories than the rich guy.
I don't know. I remember racing a freaking race car.
I mean, but that's another thing to consider is the difference between valuing vacations.
Well, does luxury correlate with memories? Because I guess the most luxurious trip I've been on is my cruise,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but that's also the one I remember the most.
Yeah, that's true. But, have you
Yeah.
been on any other, luxurious trips? That's the thing.
I mean the cruise. I've been to California a couple times. I go to Bear Lake every summer,
Yeah.
multiple times every summer.
How many times have you gone on a cruise?
I've only gone once.
Why do you think it's so important to you?
Because it's
Only
luxurious.
gone
That's
once.
my point.
A rich
No.
person who goes on a cruise whenever the freak he wants won't be as special.
Yeah, they'll get their cruises mixed up.
Their cruise is
Exactly.
mixed
You
up.
know?
And if you have so many, likeliness is blandness, in my mind. If you eat the same burger every freaking
So you're
day,
it
doesn't become good.
You're taking for granted though. You end up taking for granted
Yeah.
this
Exactly.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I do go to Bear Lake multiple times every summer,
You take
and
it
it
for
has
granted.
become very forgettable because I just go boating every time.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And
Well,
so,
that's like me with Oregon. You just go too
Yeah.
much.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what I was gonna say. Is I noticed for a lot of our friends, boating's a exciting thing to go do, and I'm
Yeah.
I've done boating
Yeah.
so many times.
That's exactly how it is for me. It's way fun to go boating just because I don't.
Well, it
Yeah,
was
same.
fun doing our Bear Lake boating trip more for because you guys were all excited
Mhm.
about
Yeah.
it. Then I'm
Yeah.
I've gone
Okay.
boating and tubing a billion times
Mhm.
At that place, too.
at that very place. With
Yeah,
my grandpa's very boat.
that's
Yeah.
true.
So
It's true.
Yeah, it really just depends on how often you do it. I think.
I think so, too.
how often do
Yeah.
you guys go on a vacation?
I only do, one big trip a summer.
So
That's about it.
one big vacation a year.
Yeah. Basically. Well, I grew up going only to Oregon once every summer, maybe twice, and that's not big because I have a cabin there, obviously. But
Mhm.
the past 2 summers we've done
Some
bigger trips, but it was combined with my Oregon trip. You know what I mean?
Oh.
So it was a road
You've
trip
done bigger
to
road trips.
Oregon, but that's about it. Don't go anywhere else. And I've only been on a plane once in my life.
Same, actually.
Really?
I went to
Yeah.
I
Texas.
can't say that.
I went to Oregon.
I flew to Texas when I was 2, and I
Oh,
remember the only memory I have of that trip was some guy winking on me, winking
Winking
at me as I was getting off the plane. My mom was carrying me,
That's weird.
and I remember this guy winking at me, and that's my only
Wow.
memory of that trip.
Interesting.
That's so weird.
I
What the
don't
heck?
remember.
That's strange. I've taken 5 flights.
Where have you gone?
Yeah.
I flew to DC,
Mm,
and I also flew to California for my uncle's
that makes
wedding.
sense.
And that is very rare.
Yeah.
That was the first time that I flew since my sophomore year.
Since your
Since his
sophomore
sophomore
year.
year.
Dude, I've flown since I was 2. Haven't
Yeah,
been
mine
on a
was
plane
when I was
since.
8.
Yeah, but I appreciated it because I don't get to.
Yeah.
What were the other 3 times? Those were 2.
Well, there was 4 flights to DC because there was 2 connecting flights each.
Oh.
There and back.
Oh.
And then it was a one-way trip to California.
See, yeah,
my
mine was
family
one
lived
way
there.
to Oregon too, because then I drove back.
I don't
Yeah.
remember if I flew back. I probably flew
I would
back.
assume
you
you did.
probably
I was
Probably
fly
did.
back.
I was just so young. I don't
Yeah.
remember. Well, I mean, I guess my parents flew to Hawaii when my mom was pregnant with me. I've been to Hawaii, right?
Technically, that counts. Yeah.
I guess you were there.
Yeah,
If you-
I was born like 3 months later.
I mean, yeah,
That's
you
great.
did go to Hawaii because your mom went to Hawaii and she gave you nutrients to become a babe. So
Come on, babe.
the
Be a young little
in
babe.
theory, the particles you're made of.
Actually,
were in
no.
Hawaii.
Yeah.
No, or I haven't been because every 7
Oh,
years
every
you're a new
7 years.
person.
And
Wait,
in our
really?
other
Have you heard of that?
podcast, we discussed that technically every 7 years, your body completely filters out every single
So
molecule.
does it start when you're born to
Yeah.
when you're like 7?
So
Yeah.
technically, I right now
That's
have not
true.
been to Hawaii, but
Up
my
until you were
previous
6.
body has.
My previous body.
That's true.
I don't remember where I heard that from, but I heard
Yeah, I
that.
was gonna say, I feel like
That's
Yeah.
probably some
Yeah,
fact
yeah, yeah.
I made up.
Disclaimer: we don't know. That's the point of our
Get it,
podcast.
get it.
Is
We
we
don't
don't
know.
know everything. It's just our interpretation of our world that we live.
I like to go through that mindset though. Like, I'm just a different person every 7 years.
That
So
is
let's see, when
funny.
we're
21.
21, we'll be
Yeah,
a new
we talked
person.
about
Yeah,
this.
I talked about that. You have to go through your 3 bodies to start drinking.
That's why. That's
Third time's
why.
the
Yeah.
charm.
3 times the charm. That's exactly what he
Yeah.
said.
Yeah. Full circle. Maybe it's not
When you're
meaningless.
28.
28?
I mean, 28.
21?
No, I'm saying when your 4th time is your 28.
Oh, yes.
Fourth time.
You are correct. What about that?
I don't know.
Just
Oh,
my
this
4th time is
Boston-
when I'm 28.
Boston 7.
420.
420.
420? Lol. Funny number.
It's pretty.
But
I feel like to get back on vacations, it also depends on who you're with.
Yeah, I agree. Because, like, vacations with your friends is much different than with your family.
it's true.
Entirely.
I do
Yeah.
remember a Bear Lake trip with our friends much
Yeah.
more than I remember the Bear Lake trips with my family.
And see, that's why I'm
Yeah.
okay with us going to Oregon for our senior trip, is because it'll be, like, a different experience.
Yeah.
With friends than
Yeah,
with
that's
family.
That's true. You can go to the same place.
Have a totally
But-
different experience.
Yeah.
A different experience, yeah. I don't know. Well, I asked the question of, like, if vacations are overrated, because I think they kind of are.
Really? Why?
Yeah. Well, I just, like, I don't know. There's not
It's
a lot to... I don't know. I feel like you could have a very good, like, staycation
yeah.
and do very similar stuff to going somewhere else. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I haven't had, like, a vacation where I was... What?
What?
I don't know. Where I've been like, that was the greatest time of my entire life. That was so fun. Even, like...
Maybe
my-
you just haven't been on the right vacation,
Maybe. I mean, the
Good
cruise
point.
was, like, one I remember a lot, but that's also because my entire family got sick and was, like, throwing up
Oh.
on the cruise ship. And I,
Mhm.
like,
Like
wanted...
seasickness?
I don't know.
Oh.
I guess so.
Probably.
But I wanted to go do a lot more things, and then we just didn't end up doing it
Oh,
because
that kinda
everyone was
sucks.
sick.
Mhm.
But I remember eating a lot of food and thinking that was cool.
Because you were eating a lot of food.
Yeah, because it was like unlimited. You just go up and they're just
That's
like,
true.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want some root beer, and then they
Root
root
beer.
beer.
Root beer.
Root beer. No,
How
root
old
beer.
were you when you went?
7th grade, so I was
7th grade.
13?
13,
Wow.
14. Yeah, I was 13.
Why'd you go?
To
What was the occasion?
Ensenada, Mexico.
What was the occasion?
Just big vacation.
Yeah.
That's because every couple years we do like our bigger vacation.
So what's your
Gotcha.
bigger vacation gonna be this time?
Well, this year, because me and my dad are going on a road trip to a bunch of concerts,
Oh.
which I'm actually super
When?
hyped for. February.
Oh.
That sounds fun.
So.
So we're going to see like Red Hot Chili Peppers, Jimmy Eat World, Greta Van Fleet.
Whoa.
And 2 more. I
That's
think.
fun.
I'm super excited.
Where are
for that.
they?
That's sick.
Arizona. And
All of them are in
Nevada.
there? Oh, so you're gonna go like
Yeah,
Nevada,
I think so.
Arizona. That's cool.
How long will that take you?
Like a week.
That's pretty cool.
So I'm super excited for that vacation.
That is sick.
That's okay. Actually, that's like, just concerts in general are like my favorite
Yeah, I
kind
agree.
of thing. Like, big thing you can do like spending money. Like a lot of money wise, like
Mm-hmm.
concerts I think like are the best
Yeah.
thing you can do.
Do you guys want to go to Jackson with me to go to a concert?
Who?
The Head and the Heart.
The one you already been to?
I don't even know
Yeah.
what that is, actually.
I know. a
I think
couple
you
of
would
their
like
songs.
them.
I've never been to a concert in my life.
Really?
Well, this concert's free, so we'll just drive to
Oh, it's
Jackson. We'll sleep in the car.
Drive to
Sleep in the
Jackson?
car.
That's so far.
It's like 5 hours.
Yeah. It's like driving to St. George.
I think, I don't know.
Why is
I
it
agree.
free?
I don't know. It's just like free admission.
Just show up.
Yeah,
That's kind of sick.
right?
That is pretty cool.
That's kind of sick.
In Jackson? Wouldn't that be so cool?
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, come on, let's just go.
But I will like just the concerts I've been to are like those are my favorite like
Yeah.
memories, even more than
Mhm.
like amusement parks I've been to and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
I can agree on that.
Mm-hmm.
Concerts are just
rather-
fun.
Honestly, save my money and go skiing.
Skiing
gonna
is
be
probably
If we're gonna
probably
be
like
honest.
number 2.
I
Honestly.
love skiing, especially with friends.
Yes, it is.
You know,
So much.
Don't
fun
worry,
with
we'll
friends.
we'll,
Yeah, 'cause,
we'll
like-
do the scat.
the sky.
We have to.
that,
We'll
that was
do scat.
so fun.
Yeah.
Like, and then go.
And we have to splurge on like Olive Garden
Yeah,
again or
that's what I'm
something.
Yeah,
we have
saying.
We should
to.
do
Olive
that
Garden
this
is so
spring.
fun.
We will.
Yeah, no,
This
totally.
break?
Yeah. Let's do it like next week.
Can
I-
Because I have
I-
another
Let's go,
skiing
let's-
trip planned with like my brother and.
It's probably like
Okay.
one-
It's
Oh my
so
goodness, it's
okay.
one day.
It's like one day.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just
We should get
just
on
trying to
that.
figure out how busy I am.
I'm not that busy.
That's one day out of 2 weeks.
I'm sorry. I'm just thinking.
Let's
I
go.
have one thing planned between Christmas and my birthday. One thing planned.
Are you doing anything for your birthday?
I don't know.
We're doing our New Year's thing.
Oh,
We're
it's
doing
on
the
a
New Year's
Sunday
thing
though.
on the 30th.
We're the 30th. We're doing it
Oh,
Saturday.
we are? I didn't even
Yeah.
know we were doing that.
Yeah, I needed to text
I mean, I
people.
figured, but like.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll probably have a family party on
Yeah, on your
Sunday,
actual birthday.
I imagine.
on Sunday.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're just hanging out with my family on Sunday.
Oh,
but
we're gonna do a countdown on the 30th.
Yeah, we're gonna do it to his birthday.
Yeah, we're gonna
That's
count
such a
down to
good
my birthday.
idea.
Yeah, right?
Every
I'm such a
yeah.
genius.
Every single year we
It's
count down
To
the
when it's
end of
not
my
your
birthday.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna
But
count
this
down
time it's
to
gonna
his
be to my
birthday.
No, that's such a
So
good
instead of
idea.
saying Happy
Yeah.
New Year, we're just gonna be like Happy Birthday today.
Yeah,
I think that's a great idea.
That's my plan.
I think so.
And then we'll stay up till 5 a.m. talking again.
Again.
That's what we did last
Can I come?
New Year's. If
Yeah.
you can stay till 5 a.m.
Let's just have a sleepover.
Honestly, I bet I could convince my mom.
I think the problem is just having 15 people at my
Yeah.
house stay over.
We can make it work.
We could make it
I'll
work.
bring a freaking...
Yeah, we can make
sleeping
it
mat.
work.
I will sleep on the floor.
This is all.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
That'd be so fun.
Because
Because it's your 18th birthday. You
Yeah.
gotta do something big.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, man. Imagine not being 18.
We should...
I know, right?
Wow, way to discriminate. I probably just went out of frame. I mean, you... Does it really change anything, though, being 18?
I think it changes more than when you turn 17.
You can make minor jokes.
Yeah. I mean, you can go buy a fish. Can get a
That's true.
tattoo.
Really?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
At
can.
18?
Yeah.
Actually, that makes sense.
You're an adult legally.
Legally, you
Legally.
can
That just
vote.
means
You
there's
can
no
vote.
taxes. Right?
Yeah. He paid taxes when he
I
was
did pay
not an
taxes.
adult, so I probably should have, but I didn't.
I paid taxes. That was so much fun. I got money back though.
That's true.
You already got tax refunds? Or
I did.
rebates?
Refund?
I
It's
don't
just a
think
tax refund. What's a
I thought it was
rebate?
called a rebate.
What's a rebate?
A tax
You like
refund?
throw your fishing rod and
No, no. I thought a rebate
Rebate.
was when you get money back from paying too much for taxes.
No.
I think when you get
it's-
money back, that's called a refund. Tate.
Well, yeah, but I think it's an official term as a tax rebate.
Never heard of that.
I think it's like a. Actually, I don't know.
I thought it was just called a tax refund.
I've heard a
I'm
reduction.
gonna look it up. We're gonna figure out what a tax rebate is because I need to know now.
Okay. I just remember I got like $70 back, and that's when I was buying Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh, yeah, and you're
And
like,
so
"It's
I
really
got it for
free!"
free.
No way.
That's like when you like pay cash for something.
Yeah, and you're like,
"It's
dude, I'm not
for
spending
free."
money. I have like $40 in cash and change that I like.
Yeah,
haven't
yeah.
It's the
used.
best, and then you can go use it, and it's for free.
A tax rebate is a reimbursement made to a taxpayer for an excess
He's
amount
right.
paid in taxes during the year. So a
Oh.
rebate is a refund
something
on
new every
taxes
day.
you paid when you shouldn't
Well,
have paid
good
them.
for you.
Good job,
You
Tate.
were right. You get a gold star.
Right. Doesn't matter because I'm not a freaking adult.
You will be
Sucker.
in 9 days.
Is it 9 days?
9. It's
9 days until our
It's the 22nd
graduation.
today.
22nd.
Wait, what?
23rd, 24th,
That's
25th,
weird. Have you guys like
I leave in 5 months. I know where
Yeah,
I'm
9
going
days.
in next month. In 2 weeks,
that's
I'll submit my
Whoa.
papers, and I'll be knowing where I'm going next month.
so weird.
Are you gonna have like a party about your life?
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be like the hard thing is it'll be such like a in the moment thing
What do you mean?
Yeah, what
because
do
I'll
you
get my call and then I'll be like, guys, I got my call, come over. Like it's gonna be
Oh.
very spontaneous.
mean? Okay.
Oh.
That doesn't
But it should
matter.
be like I think it's you get your call on like
I
a
think
Tuesday.
we'll know the
So,
like
like,
general time.
You'll know.
Yeah.
No, it'll be like at a 7 o'clock on a Tuesday in one of these
Yeah.
3 weeks, whatever.
And you
one
just get an
happens.
email now. Like it's so weird.
It's a text message now.
Oh
Yeah.
really?
I put my number, so they'll
Oh,
text
that's-
me and be like, "Open your call."
That,
Oh, that's
that
so
makes me
scary,
so
yeah.
stressed.
Really? I'm so excited thinking
Like
about it.
it's
gives me
exciting,
hope.
but that makes me feel so stressed. Just knowing that like at one point in time I'll have that text
Yeah.
and it'll know where I'm going, but I won't know.
Are you
Alberto.
going like this summer?
Yeah.
Like when
Alberto's
he's
starting
gonna
his
go?
papers in
If I
January.
can, yeah.
Who is Alberto?
Oh, we gotta
I
pull up
don't
the list.
know.
We gotta
Sorry.
pull up the list.
We told you at the beginning.
That's the list.
Oh, he's starting his papers.
He's starting his papers
Yeah.
in January.
Oh, wait,
In
Tate, when
January.
are you starting yours?
I could right now. Now that I think about it, I
You
just gotta
could.
talk to my bishop.
It's so weird.
I just started them first. So instead of starting my papers in January, I will get my papers, or I'll just get my call in January.
I know. Interesting.
That's so weird.
I know. It is
So
very
I'll go on the
Crazy.
ultimate vacation for 2 years.
The ultimate
Maybe. I'm about to go to
vacation.
like Ohio.
I'm going.
Sorry.
I'm gonna get
No
so
offense.
down in Ohio swag. like
There's
Ohio.
a guy who just came back to my work. He was working at where I work, and then he went on a mission, and he came back to the same place, and he went to Cincinnati, Ohio.
I mean,
That's where
Cincinnati would be cooler than just.
That's
like,
where
Ohio.
my grandpa served. Well, he served in like the Tennessee area.
You
and
always
he, was
like.
able to go
Wait,
to
where
Ohio
did
because
your brother serve again?
Alaska.
Oh yeah, I knew that. And then
That's pretty cool.
Paraguay.
Yeah, Aubrey's in Paraguay.
That's pretty
You always go within where your family line goes.
yeah.
Within?
Well, it's just more likely to go where your family has gone.
Oh, really?
I mean, for my family.
Well,
Experience.
my dad went to Spain. My brother went to Alaska.
Yeah,
and my
that's true.
sister
Your
went
family
to
is a little-
Paraguay.
Well, my grandpa went.
I'll
to...
probably go to California.
Dude, my
Yeah,
dad went to
probably.
Wisconsin, and my brother went to the Marshall Islands.
That's so.
See,
cool.
yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
My uncle went to the
That's kinda
Easter
wild.
Islands.
Easter
What?
Islands. That's so
No
cool.
way.
Yeah, he went to the Easter Islands. He actually had a really cool story. So, like, he went back, like, last year just to his mission. And he met all the people he served.
That's so cool.
And they found,
Wow.
because they had, like, a little, like, shack, like, that they had church in.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And they had, like, a wooden plaque that they made that says, like, Church of Jesus Christ, Latter-day
Wow.
Saints, that thing. And they just had stored it away because since then they built an actual church.
Aw.
And so he went back, they still had it. And they're like, do you want it?
He got to keep it.
Whoa.
So he just, when
That's
he
so
flew home,
cool.
he just has the original plaque of the first church in the Easter Islands. That says
Whoa.
Church of
That's
Jesus Christ of
really
Latter-day
cool.
Saints. And it's just hanging above his
I feel
desk
like
right
they
now.
should have
That's
just
sick.
like put it in the new church building.
They should have, but they didn't, and now my uncle has it. And
Yeah.
it's like,
That's
it's
pretty
like
cool.
a really
Yeah, that's
special
cool.
item because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
the first church there.
Wow.
I have never heard
That's
of
pretty
anyone
cool.
going there.
Yeah, no, my
Me neither,
uncle's the only
actually.
person I've ever heard of
Yeah,
going there.
That's,
that's,
pretty
so
sick.
cool.
Where even is the Easter Islands?
I don't know.
Below Hawaii.
Oh really?
Really?
It's around. It's like Southern America. I could be wrong, but
Probably
I think it's around there.
Interesting.
It's like just some islands, South America.
That's crazy. There's so many islands in the Pacific that I didn't know about. There's literally an island called Sandwich Island.
Really?
Island.
That's base.
Yeah. My brother, he gets to go serve in an island called Christmas Island.
Christmas Island.
Like from the
well, there's
song.
Easter Island,
Right.
so.
It's just like just below Hawaii.
I know my geography.
Wow, good for you. Did you even take geography in
No,
school?
I did first
Mm.
semester, but I had Huggins,
Oh, me too.
so like I did.
You don't learn anything in that class.
No, we literally watched Raya the Last Dragon or whatever movie
What?
came out. Yeah,
Wow.
like Dragon Raya or whatever it was.
I
We
didn't watch
watched that in geography. That's the only time
Why?
I've watched that movie.
Yeah,
was in
why?
geography. I don't know, because it was Huggins.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like Huggins and Mancini had very similar.
Oh, I hated
Mancini
Remember?
sucked.
Okay, I got a Snapchat memory of you and me in Mancini the other day, and it was with like a water balloon, and you were holding it
Oh,
over the sink. Do you
yeah, I
remember
saw
It was
that?
it was
I have that
Mancini's
video.
class.
Oh,
Tristan was dissecting a frog, and it squirted on.
Oh, and then he
on it, and
passed out.
and he
Yeah.
fainted.
What?
Yeah, he
You
was like
know that?
dissecting the frog, and then Mancini, like he's like needed help, so Mancini like pokes his eye, and it just like
Ugh.
squirted on Tristan, and he fainted. He like
What?
actually
I would
fainted.
probably do that too.
Oh
though.
my gosh.
Like, I would faint.
It was so
You have a video of that?
No, I wasn't
Oh.
in the class, but I was like I saw him later that day, and that happened
That's
because it was
funny.
like his birthday or
Wow.
something. So like went over to his house later, and he was
Was
just
he-
telling me
it was
about
his
how
birthday?
it was something like that.
Oh.
Like I went over to his house like after, for whatever reason, like to hang out with him, but he fainted because he
That's so
because of
sad.
dissecting.
That'd be
a
so
frog.
embarrassing.
Yeah.
My biggest fear is like passing out in school or like throwing up.
Oh yeah, throwing
Have I
up would be
thrown
the
up?
worst.
Right?
It would be the worst.
I've thrown up at 2 birthday parties, at John's and Tristan's.
Why?
Yeah. Why?
Because of root beer both times actually.
What?
Yeah.
You didn't
Damn.
actually throw up though.
Yeah. At
Yeah.
Tristan's.
Yeah.
Because well, at
'Cause you
Tristan's
downed it,
I chugged a 2-liter root beer, and
I have a
then
video of it.
yeah, we have a video,
Wow.
and then I threw it up after, and it just hurt. And then at John's when we were playing Gaga ball and volleyball.
Oh yeah, I remember
remember
that
that.
actually.
I was there.
Yeah,
I totally
because we were all hiding in the Gaga pit, and then we jumped out. But when we were playing
Yeah.
then we went and had root beer and pizza, and I like ate a lot of pizza and root beer, and then I threw it up after playing Gaga ball.
No way.
That's funny.
I forgot about that.
Do you guys remember when we were playing Gaga
Oh.
Ball and that car started like following me and like let me see their names. Rachel. Do you remember that?
What? No,
What?
I don't.
Really?
I don't remember
We
that.
were like sitting on the
We
ground.
didn't play Gaga ball a lot.
I know, but like
It was
no,
like
no,
some-
it was at his birthday party.
Oh.
It was at that time, and we were like sitting on the ground, and a car like yelled something at us, and then
Oh.
and then I think I joking like said like come join us, and then they drove down, and then they turned around and started driving back, and we were like oh my
yeah.
god,
Okay, I do
Yeah,
I
remember.
don't
scared.
remember that.
your eyes are watering so bad.
I know. I don't know why.
I remember. Oh darn! Never mind. I don't remember.
You don't remember?
I was gonna say something, and then you started saying your story.
No, oh I'm sorry.
I don't remember. Oh, I was about the other time I threw up. When I threw up mac and cheese.
Oh, on the spinny thing.
On the
What?
spinny thing.
Yeah, we were at
Me
like,
and-
Gailey.
me and-
Gross.
John, before we hung out, we just made 2 boxes of mac and cheese, and we like downed the thing, and then we went over to hang out with you, and then we went to the park and went on the spinny thing,
Oh my
and
gosh.
then Tyler, Tristan, and John were all like making throwing up sounds.
Yeah.
And then it made me actually throw
I
up.
wasn't
What?
in. I wasn't.
You were ahead of
brave.
us.
Yeah, I was already at the park, and you guys were still by the car.
No, it was the other way around. We were leaving the park. You
Oh,
were
I
in the
was still
car.
Oh, you're right. I
And
was in
we
the
were
car.
going to the car, and they were just going, and I actually threw up after going
And then
on
I
the
think
spinny thing.
wasn't this? Yeah, I was gonna say the spinny thing.
Because we went on the
you were,
spinny
like,
thing, and then I was like,
nauseous
"Oh,
after
I feel
it,
sick,"
then they
and then they
started-
started bullying me, and then I actually threw up mac and cheese.
That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
I do remember that. That was bad. But I'm glad I didn't see it.
I hate throw up.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate
I haven't thrown up in like 9 years.
Wow.
Yeah, you like take pride in that. He's like, I
do,
just
I
don't
do.
do
Even
it.
if he feels like he has to.
Yeah.
He's like, no.
No, Taylor's just like,
seriously.
I asked him one time and he's just like, I just don't do it. I'm like, how? How do you just not do it?
I feel like it makes me feel better. Like if I have to, then I like do.
No, like, yeah, that's true.
For as much as
Yeah.
I
You definitely
hate
throw up
throwing
for a
up,
reason, yeah.
Yeah.
I hate throwing up, but like I do it a lot more than
You do it like the most of
the
all of
most
us.
I do. I hate
Like I think I get sick
funny.
the worst when I have the flu, cause like I throw up like every 5 minutes when I have it.
okay, I
But
don't
like
do
you throw up more.
from
often.
situational stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
Situational.
I've thrown up at multiple wrestling tournaments just from nerves.
Oh really?
Like before I'm up next, and I'm just at the garbage can like throwing up, and then I go wrestle.
Oh my gosh.
I would not want to wrestle you.
No, that's actually a pretty good tactic, you know.
Just
Yeah,
smell it,
intimidation.
throw up.
Just get a little bit.
I'm throwing
get a
out the
little bit,
nerves
like,
and-
on your uniform right
Ew.
before you wrestle.
Ew! Oh, actually, the worst thing I've ever seen. One of the people wrestled, they were wearing white singlets.
Did he like poop their
They had a
pants?
poop stain on his singlet, and I remember seeing Trenton like go under his leg, and then he like move,
Oh
like
my
he
God, he would
looked, and he
never
was like
recover.
avoiding it as he
Oh.
was
Did he
wrestling.
win?
Oh my god.
He did win.
Okay, that's good.
Wow.
Cause like that'd been so bad if like that was the reason he didn't win.
No.
Because he didn't want to.
But I remember him like taking his shot and like
Ugh.
avoiding it. 'Cause you could see
That is
it.
horrible.
That's so gross.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah. I
Wrestling's
wonder if he
wild.
knew.
Yeah, why would you do white? If you're in a sport like wrestling,
I had-
why
I
would
had-
you have
Yeah.
I
white?
have a white singlet. We had white ones too,
Really?
Why?
but we never had
They were.
something like that happen.
They would get dirty so easily.
They do.
From
Well,
like
blood,
blood,
or from
yeah.
dirty mats or.
oh, I
You know?
one of Drake's singlet got stained by blood because he
Oh.
he crossface someone.
Hmm.
Actually, it might have been his own.
So
blood.
I was gonna say, was it someone else's blood?
No, I think it was probably his own because he
Oh.
got bloody noses all the time.
No, he still does too, though.
Yeah.
he does. But like
That's
wrestling just made it so much worse
Yeah.
because I'd always hit his nose and then he'd just start bleeding. I'm like,
bad. He's probably broken his nose multiple times.
dude, he bit
Probably.
through his lip one time.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
he has a
Remember
scar.
when brother did
KO?
that? No,
Oh.
that was bad.
Oh, yeah.
I have no clue who that is.
You do.
Ain't gonna lie.
You do?
He lived up the street from us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I know him.
His brother.
His brother? I didn't know his brother.
Well, that wasn't the point.
What was the point?
That his brother bit through
He
his
bit
lip.
through his lip.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Tough.
He's slow.
Sounds like a skill issue.
Yeah, for you.
How? I didn't bite through my lip. I haven't had a bloody nose in a long time either. I actually remember the last time I
Had a
got a
bloody nose,
legitimate
like
bloody
yesterday.
nose. I was on the blacktop at Columbia Elementary, and some kid was throwing a bouncy ball across the whole blacktop to me. And he'd throw it, it would bounce, and I'd like run and grab it. And I couldn't see it because it was going so fast, and it showed up out of nowhere and hit me right in the nose.
So was it in elementary?
I was probably
No,
like,
this was in high school.
Well,
last
you
week.
could have been just playing.
it was like the third or fourth
Could have just
grade.
been playing.
I think that was the last time I got a bloody nose.
Emily loves to tell me about when I face planted.
Oh yeah, in kindergarten. I
Yeah.
remember lining up.
I remember
Were
that.
you
You
there?
walked past
Yeah.
me and you had crayons in your...
I don't know. You guys have told me this story. I
You
don't
don't
remember this.
remember?
No.
I swear
I
you were
remember it.
holding crayons. I remember you holding a handful of like purple crayons for some reason.
What the heck? I don't
But
remember this
you
story.
had-
I only know this from you two.
I do
Oh.
remember like all of this.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
of that was just scraped. There was like no skin.
Oh, I
It
remember
was
we were just
red,
lining up
and
because it was
bleeding down your
after
chin.
recess and like you were running up to line up and then you were like boom because you know how like where you line up for kindergarten or
Yeah.
you used to
Yeah.
and there was like that slight hill. You were running down the hill and then just lost
Oh,
your
where
footing.
like in up the hills where we would play like flag football and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, no. Well, like the hill, like okay, so like the cement, and then there's that slight hill
Yeah.
up to the grass. Yeah. You were like running down the hill of the cement, and then you just lost your footing, and then you went, whoa! And then you were just laying there, and then I remember the grand duty came up, and then like then the teachers came out to like get us, and you were just like on the grass.
I don't remember this. The only two injuries
That's
I remember,
crazy.
I remember running on the like the little treadmill thingy the little red
Oh,
roller.
yeah.
I tried to do that without hands, and I face planted and split my lip open.
Why would you do that?
Because I wanted to show to Tommy and Ike how cool I was.
Wow.
And then the other time, I still have the scar. I split my chin open right here. And it was like at the monkey bars at the Big Toy. And you know how there's like the little round like ladder, yellow ladder. So, and just to the right, that there's like the drop off in the monkey bars.
Yeah.
So I was, instead of going up the ladder, I like just jumped up, and I was like halfway up, feet dangling, but my like chest was on. And then this kid, I remember his name was Nicholas.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Nicholas. He was only there for like kindergarten or first grade or
Yeah.
something. He Goomba stomps my head. He like legit. He legit just is on like that little platform. He jumps on my head, and I like slammed my chin, and I split my chin open. Still have the scar.
Oh my
Whoa.
gosh.
And
What a
that's
kid.
what I remember. I remember like bleeding a lot, and I remember running because the bell rung, and I remember running to the
Oh, maybe that's
thing.
when you
That's
did it.
what I thought the memory was.
No, I remember you just fall.
Really? I thought the memory, because I remember like bleeding and like holding my chin, and but I remember
That
the
would've
bell
been
rang, so I was
rough.
like crying, running to the line.
Wait, maybe that's the one I saw, because I remembered the very distinct memory I had was you. I still see the crayons in one hand.
Why would I have crayons at
I don't
recess?
know. I don't know.
I think you're making that part up.
I might be, but you had crayons. You were holding your chin and you were crying, and there was a ground duty leading you. And I was going down that like corridor of trees next to the little toy that takes you out to the basketball courts. I had just gotten out for recess, and I saw you going back in.
Because I remember my bell rung, so I was like running, and then I was like crying, and then a ground duty like saw me, and it was like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I have to go back to class." And they're like, "You're hurt. Go to the office." And so they took me to the office, and then my parents came. But maybe that's what you remember, because I remember bleeding a lot.
That's like one of my first memories of you, though, when you fell.
Really?
Like, we didn't know each other, like. But...
Honestly, my first like memory of you, like I know I knew you, but my first like memory of you was our baptism.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was cute.
Yeah, we got baptized on the same day. We both went to the stake site, and then we were like, cause
like
you know
we did
how
our
on baptisms they sometimes do multiple kids.
Yeah. So we did our.
Just were.
But you're like month at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
waited
why.
a long
I had
time.
my baptism like almost a month and a half after my birthday.
Yeah. Because it was the 28th. It was the 28th of September. I remember.
I don't remember why.
Interesting.
I want to say maybe it was probably some eczema
But
thing.
like we did our like before when you do like the like talk and the prayer. We did ours together. Like my sister gave a talk and someone said a prayer and then someone of your family.
I gave the talk.
You
my
gave
family.
the talk?
That's a tradition we've done in our family.
The kid just
So like
did
the
it?
baptism talk where they have a family member, we always have done the kid.
Oh, my sister did mine.
Interesting.
So I gave my baptism talk, and then all my siblings have given their baptism talks.
That's pretty cool.
Which is something I want to do for my family.
Yeah,
I like doing that.
That's sick. I remember I got baptized on the same day.
Really?
Really?
And
He's
that's
wild
one
now.
thing
Yeah,
I remembered there, and I also remember there being this like tray full of like cupcakes, and there was a poster that said it's great to be 8. That's all I remember from my baptism. That was it.
I don't remember.
I remember my neighbor gave me like a.
I remember
donuts.
I remember maybe it was your sister or because there was some other person. It was 3 of us at our baptism.
Yeah, it was another girl. I don't remember her.
And there was like one of their parents or one of the speakers had like the bag, and they had us come up and draw.
That was my sister.
That was your sister?
Yeah.
That was your sister? The toy I drew was a
Whoa.
minion.
Oh really?
I remember I grabbed a minion out of that bag.
Whoa.
That's
all I
funny.
remember.
Yeah, that was
Like
my
in
sister.
her talk, I grabbed a minion.
I remember her
That's
doing that. That's funny. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's my. I knew you though.
I don't know because we knew
Because
each
we,
other. But we just didn't
at the
talk.
baptism we were like, hey.
Yeah.
I remember that, but.
We've always just been like interlinked, but
yeah,
never
we
really
never
talked.
hang out. And then we were in student council together too.
Yeah.
In 6th
Oh
grade.
my gosh, that bugged me so bad.
They didn't make
That
it.
we were in.
Yeah, because Spencer made it, but I didn't.
I don't even remember in it.
The only people I remember being in it was you later, like, we talked about it later, and I didn't realize you were in student council.
Was because her mom was in.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even remember. I remember Maddie being in it.
I remember Tess.
Because me and
Yeah,
Tess?
I remember Tess.
Dude.
I remember
Yeah,
her
I know.
doing the I like cheese dance, and her hair was like past her butt. It was so long, and it was like, dude,
Yeah.
I remember that.
I just remember, like, a couple years ago, maybe just seeing a video of her now. And,
I think I
that's
showed you the video.
were. And then you also showed
Is
me
she-
Nevaeh.
Is she different?
Yeah.
And I remember being like,
yeah,
whoa,
she's
she's
like
hot.
wild. Nevaeh.
Yeah, I remember. I remember you showing me like, this is Nevaeh now. I was like,
Yeah,
whoa.
I follow her. But
Interesting.
then there was also, let's see, Peyton was on it,
Oh,
Peyton, I do
I
remember
remember
Peyton.
Yeah.
Peyton
and
Jacobson
Wyatt,
was
yeah,
on it. Porter.
Talmadge, Cindy.
Cindy?
Cindy was on it.
Wait,
Yeah.
I remember that actually.
Oh
I-
my
yeah.
gosh. I just
Wow.
remember like during like recycling, Chase and Tommy would just help me
Oh
during
really?
recycling.
I felt so cool during recycling.
Yeah,
You
because
know?
because I remember the student council doing it
Yeah,
while we were
yeah.
little.
Do you guys remember doing buddies?
Yeah, I remember one of mine. I had two buddies because I think Sebastian was her buddy, and then he like disappeared. remember
Oh, Sebastian!
that? Yeah, and then she was like stuck with no buddy, and so.
Sebastian was awesome.
I remember Sebastian.
Do you remember when he was in our 6th grade class, and when he like moved away, we like had his chair. We were like, "Don't smush Sebastian's ghost." Do you remember
Yeah.
that? So we would never pull in his
Aw.
chair all the way because we were
Yeah.
like, "Can't smush Sebastian."
Bruh.
I love Sebastian.
Yeah, he was awesome.
Do you remember one time when we got him to like say some swear word and
What?
Yeah.
we like were frustrating him enough, and he like yelled something really loud in Spanish. He went, "Oh," and he just ran away.
I loved him, and he loved Brooklyn too.
Yeah,
Like
Really?
he had the fattest crush on Brooklyn, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
He's the
Oh,
cutest
that's
kid.
adorable.
I
I
loved him.
wonder where he's at now.
Yeah.
What he's
he
doing.
is.
I
What
don't know.
was he? Was he like some? He wouldn't be a foreign exchange student. What,
No, he
he
just.
just
an
lives here?
immigrant.
He just
Yeah.
immigrant.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah, it was wild. I remember for my buddies, in 6th grade. So when we were older, I just went to like the special needs room and played with like the little kids in there.
Who you were in? What class were you in?
6th grade?
In 6th grade, yeah.
Williams. But I hung out in Miss Spencer's classroom a lot.
Yeah, I remember that.
Cause like I literally joined you guys. Were you in Spencer's? No.
We were in Johnson.
Oh you? Oh yeah, I knew that. I knew you were in
Good
Johnson.
old PJ.
But
Yeah.
I like literally just left William's classroom and would go hang out in Miss Spencer's classroom a lot with Chase and Tommy and Maddie. And then I
Was it
literally-
Tommy was in Spencer?
Tommy, Chase, and Maddie were.
Oh.
So everyone I hung out with in 6th grade. But but then I literally like joined them for a pizza party. I just was
Really?
in their room
Wow.
during one of their pizza
Oh.
parties and I just had pizza with them.
That sounds fun.
I actually loved Johnson. Everyone hated on her, but I loved her.
She was pretty cool. I always thought it was so funny that she had somebody push her chair for her every time we practiced.
play.
I just
play.
remember the story of her falling over and it took like 3 students to
I
help
told
her
you
up.
that story.
Yeah.
No, there was another time when she fell over and an ambulance came
Yeah, I
and
think.
picked her up
Yeah, I remember that.
because she couldn't get up.
I remember for the play, you were the prince.
Yeah.
Oh
and
wait.
It was like you were
Oh,
the
the
other
play!
cast.
I was
Yeah.
stage crew.
You were in the other cast and me and
Mhm.
Brooklyn, so we were watching you guys perform, and you were
Mhm.
like riding around in the behind the set on your
Yeah.
horse, and we're like, Tate, you know, everyone can see you, not just us. It was so
I do remember that.
funny.
I do remember that.
I remember.
Man, junior high was like bad. Now that I look back at it,
No,
Yeah,
it
junior
was-
high- okay,
junior high
actually,
sucked.
No, it was fun. I actually loved junior. I have great memories
Really?
of junior high. but
Really?
It was,
I
it was
liked
a rough
I
time
liked
for sure.
9th grade.
I liked 7th
the
grade
most.
awful.
8th grade. Was
8th
the
grade
best.
was so I remember liking it at
I
the
don't remember
time,
8th grade.
and now looking back at it, I remember it just being the most not amazing or bad year. It was just a year
8th
in my
grade?
life that
Yeah,
happened.
you're right.
And then 9th grade, beginning 9th grade sucked because that was when we did like the hybrid, like half
Yeah.
going
Oh,
and
that
half
was the
didn't.
worst.
And all of my friends were on the
On the other
one day, and I hung out with like Summer and Lydia, and that's how that
Ooh.
all started. And that went, and
Ooh.
that drama went all the way until like halfway through sophomore year.
Yeah, I remember that.
But
And then you became friends with us. Second
then
half.
but then
Yeah.
like the last like second semester or term is when I started hanging out with you guys, and that's when 9th grade got good. So it ended
Yeah.
good, but like
I
8th
think
grade
the
I barely
beginning I just
remember.
don't
7th
remember.
sucked.
Good
We could
one.
talk about 7th grade. At least my 7th grade.
Yeah, let's talk about your 7th grade.
My 7th
Yeah,
grade.
I want to hear how it was for you.
Do you not remember?
Yeah, do you not remember his
Gotta have told you my
His-
7th grade.
dating life in 7th
I
grade?
remember something about.
Yeah.
You have I not told you this?
No, you told me everything.
Okay. So 7th grade first started out, cause me, Chase, and Tommy were hanging out, and then we, being the, going to junior high, we're like, we were gonna talk to so many girls and stuff, and we're gonna, cause we're old enough to start liking girls, like that kind
Old
of
enough to start liking girls.
that kind of cringe mindset, junior high mindset.
Right.
And so we started just talking to a bunch of girls, and we started hanging out with a bunch of. So it was like Caitlin, Summer, Katie, Sophia, like a bunch of those girls. And then me, Chase, and Tommy got in drama, and we like stopped hanging out, and we got in a big fight. And so we stopped hanging out. So I was hanging out with all the girls. And I was being a little flirt. And then if I'm telling the story, I'm gonna change the name. Sabrina. Then she was in French with Tristan, actually.
Oh,
Tristan
really?
has a side of this story too,
What?
because this 7th grade is
Did
when
she
me.
talk about you?
She did. So me and Tristan, because this is when me and Tristan started hanging out. And so she had French with Tristan, and I was in study hall with Mr. Leo.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Forgot about
Who,
him.
fun fact,
Oh, that
was
guy.
my dad's a math teacher.
Whoa.
What?
Yeah. Because my
That's
dad
weird.
went to our same junior high.
That's crazy.
But anyway, I was being a little flirt and texting her, and then she just sends the text, "I love you." Just straight up, "I love you." And then I'm like, and I like send it, I say it back.
Because what do you do in 7th grade? You
Yeah,
don't
well, I
know.
said it back,
Yeah.
and then she was like, "As a friend or more?" And then I said, "I don't know." But then from that point on, we just kind of like treated it as we were like together-ish,
Oh.
and like we did all the cringe little 7th grade relationship
Hold
texting,
hands in
and
the hall.
we held hands in the hall, and Tristan was right behind us and saw it,
Oh my god.
and so.
That's so awkward.
And I remember the first time holding her hand, like really well. It's like bad how well I remember it. But anyway, we were like together, but I didn't really like her, so I'd complain about it to like Tristan and Alberto's older brother.
Why?
Because we all hung out.
Really?
Yeah,
You know he's a grade older?
I'm closer to his age than I am to Alberto.
That's a fair point.
He was just a grade above, so he left, and then me and Albert, we became friends with Alberto.
Interesting.
But I was like telling them about it, and I was like how I don't want to be in it anymore and stuff. And so he grabs my phone and texts Sabrina like, "Hey, we need to talk," because we were like at Mutual, and so he grabs the phone. "Hey, we need to talk. Let's talk in person tomorrow." And so
Did you know about it?
I did, because I didn't want
Yeah.
to. So I was like, "Yeah, you can do it." And so the next day, she comes to me, gives me a gift, and says, "Happy Valentine's Day."
No. Was it actually Valentine's
It was
Day?
Valentine's Day.
No.
I completely forgot it was Valentine's Day. I didn't even
No.
register it was.
Oh my gosh.
So she gives me like her Valentine's Day gift. It's like chocolates and whatnot. And then she's like, "So what did you want to talk about?" And I'm like,
How much I like you.
and so
Did you tell her?
Yeah,
On Valentine's
I
Day?
broke up with her on Valentine's Day.
My
And this was what was like really weird, is because then I like broke up with her, and we're in the hallway right by the gym upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
It was that hallway where I told her, and then she's like, "Oh, it's okay as long as you're happy." And then she like holds my hand and grabs my hand, and then we walk down the stairway to the science hall.
Yeah.
And because I was going to science, and I was like, I remember like, yeah, I hope we can like still be friends and whatever. And I remember like trying to let go. I let go.
Wouldn't let go.
She wouldn't let go. So our hands were like this, and I legit like lifted my hand up, and she didn't let go. And I was like, oh, I don't know what to do. And so we like stood in the hall like holding hands a little bit longer, and then the bell rang, and I went to science class, and
What
she just
the
kept
heck?
going.
Oh my gosh.
And then for me to later find out that there was the whole rumor about how I got her a Valentine's Day gift, but didn't give it to her and kept it for myself, and then took her gift as well.
She probably
I
said
heard about that.
What? See? How?
I
didn't hear
heard
about
about
it.
that actually.
That's not true! I never got her a Valentine's gift in the first place.
What?
Besides breaking up with her.
Besides breaking
I
up
mean,
with
that's
her.
a.
Which was the awful move, but like,
Yeah, but
I
in 7th
forgot.
grade, like, it doesn't matter.
we were
Yeah.
together for like a month, maybe 2.
Well, Tate, do you remember when we liked each other in 6th grade?
Uh-huh.
And then, it was like recess, and I was like, my hands are cold, and you like held my hand.
No way!
Oh my
What the heck?
I
man?
forgot about
My
that.
hands are cold. Oh, let me warm them up for you. We have
But,
some
like,
ice.
Did I say that?
Yeah!
Smooth
What
criminal, bro.
Riz? Holy cow!
Dude,
I
W
have that
Riz.
confidence now.
W Riz.
That is crazy.
But like we didn't put our hands down. We just like walked through like the track with our hands like up, holding hands.
Wait, you held hands like this?
What? I don't remember
W
that.
Really?
Riz Tate. W Riz.
Wow. I do remember thinking it was hilarious that we had our thing going on,
Mhm.
and you and Maddie had your thing
Yeah,
going on.
me and
And we did the
Maddie.
same thing. Every single recess, we just walked around the track.
Walk around the track.
The exact same thing.
Yeah.
It was. Oh, it was
Me and Maddie
so
in 6th
comical.
grade.
I
Yeah,
loved
dude, my
it.
love life or whatever, like those 5th through 7th years was cringe as frick.
Yeah.
I mean, who wasn't?
Yeah, like everyone.
Yeah.
We were both dating girls that were like a whole head taller than us.
That is true,
Well,
actually.
not. I shouldn't say dating.
But
Like-
like,
Yeah. Cause
well, and then it's
Yeah.
just the whole like it's little kids.
Mhm.
You look at them
Yeah.
and they're
So
like
Yeah.
babies, bro. You look at the Sevies and I'm like, dude, I did that crap in
I
7th
know.
grade.
I
Oh,
forgot that term. Sevies? I've not
Sevies?
heard that in such a long time.
yeah. So yeah,
Holy.
but I broke up with my 7th grade girlfriend on Valentine's Day on accident,
That is
but I did it.
Such a comical story.
Yeah,
I
and
love
then she's
that.
hated me ever since. So
Well, she's hated me ever since I met her.
well, yeah. I mean, there
Wow.
was more drama, like
Because,
later
like-
with her throughout the rest of high school.
Remember when Drake dated her?
Yeah.
Twice?
Well, that's the thing. She passed me a note. It was
Or
like.
Drake?
She passed me a note in math because I sat like diagonally behind her, and she passed me a note and she's like, "Hey, are you like friends with Drake?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Well, like I've liked him since like 7th grade," and I was like, "Cool," which is funny because she was dating you in 7th grade, but she liked.
But she
Wait,
didn't.
wait.
Because we broke up like
That's true, yeah.
end
Right.
of 7th grade.
But she's like, "I've liked him
Hmm.
since 7th grade," and I was just like, "Oh well, like don't worry, I'm not trying to
She moved
steal
on
your
fast.
man." Yeah.
Right.
And she's like, "Okay, well, good." I just like, I don't know, and
Good.
I was like, "Yeah, well," and she's like, "How'd you become friends?" And I was like, "Well, I'm really good friends with Tate," and then he became friends with him, so like, I don't know, just friends with him now. And she's like, "Oh, that's cool." And then like, I remember at lunch, she texted me and was like, "There's so many pretty girls around him. You're one of the pretty girls, by the way." And I was like, "Okay." And I was like, "Come over."
You'd
talk
be
to
like,
us."
"Yeah, I am, sucker."
Thanks. But I was like, "Why don't you come over and talk with us?" And she's like, "No, that's so scary." And I'm like, "Okay, then don't complain." Like, you're not doing anything. But let's see, when did he like?
Did stuff happen? I'm trying to remember if stuff happened with them.
Drake
In
and,
junior
and
high?
Sabrina?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking. That's what I'm trying to
No,
think.
that was junior year.
I
when
feel like
stuff
something
happened.
Yeah.
happened.
It was junior year. It's like. I think it was just.
I
Between Drake
remember.
and
I
Sabrina?
remember. Drake and Sabrina, like dated, and right after that, that's when, like the girl right after Sabrina is his girlfriend right now.
Mhm. I didn't. Yep, I didn't know that.
Wait,
Well,
but
but-
I thought something happened
The
before
girl
he did
before
that, though.
Drake's current girlfriend was Sabrina.
Wait, but
Well,
I thought...
no.
we can't forget about Rachel.
Well, that was
before
sophomore.
Rachel was before Sabrina.
Yeah.
There was
feel like-
drama.
no,
Sabrina
I-
did cause drama about that.
No, yeah, she
I'm
totally
pretty
did.
sure Sabrina was mixed in before he dated her junior year. I vividly remember. I'm so positive something happened before Rachel. Or at
So
least,
no, what happened was because Sabrina was bugging Emilie about Drake, and then
Yeah.
around that whole time is when Rachel started hanging out with us.
Yeah, and then
And so like
she would be
Sabrina kind of used Rachel as like an in to our friend group,
of
and then Drake and Rachel got together,
And then
and Sabrina like
Sabrina.
got mad at Emilie and Rachel.
Well, I remember
And like left, and so that was the drama between them.
Sabrina was telling Rachel the whole time, like, be careful about Emilie. She's like the most toxic.
Oh yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah, she
what
literally
did I
said she
do?
was toxic.
What did I do?
I was friends with a guy you liked. Sorry, like I don't know.
That's true.
Wow.
And then they later dated in junior year. And
They didn't date. He just
took
thought,
her out on
yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
dates.
But then he
two or
noticed.
three, right? Wasn't it like 2 or 3?
I think it was more than that.
Oh.
They like went over to each other's houses and stuff like that. Like,
Oh.
she went over to his
What?
dad's house.
Oh really? I didn't know that.
I think so.
Then they probably dated. I'd consider that dating.
They dated.
Yeah.
And then after that, not too long after.
It wasn't very long.
No, and then him and
Jenny.
yeah, Jenny. Him and Jenny got together.
Yeah. That brings up something funny because me and Drake in, I think it was eighth grade. It was 8th grade. There was another Jenny.
Oh!
Do you remember that?
I do know this story.
Do you remember that? Okay. It was such a love triangle because
And this was the cookie story, wasn't it?
Oreo.
The Oreo.
Wait,
No,
sorry.
when you guys made cookies.
No. Yeah. That was the most awkward.
Oh, I have my.
My
Oh, I'll save that for
life.
the dating episode though.
Yeah, there was me. I liked Jenny, but Jenny liked Drake. But Drake liked Hallie, but Hallie liked
Drake.
me. Drake.
Editing this is gonna be a nightmare.
I'm sorry. I'll have to help you edit. But
Oh my gosh.
oh my gosh, it was a
No, I
nightmare.
remember that. I wasn't a part of it, but like I was friends with you guys, so I remember hearing about it.
Well, because then you guys were like kind of spur of the moment, had them come hang out with you guys.
Yes, it was. They made a joke about it. No, we made a joke about it.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we're not doing anything. We're like, oh, you should come over and hang out with us. Because they were together hanging out, and me and Drake were together hanging out, and we just FaceTimed. And then they're like, all right, well, we'll come over. I'm like, oh, okay. And we thought they were joking, and then they actually did. And we're like, well, frick, we have nothing to do. And so what did we do? We went down and we watched Psych. Which episode of Psych did we watch? The very first one.
It's a good one.
If you watch the first episode of Psych,
It's a good one.
you'll understand why the heck it was so awkward. Because the opening scene of the first episode of Psych is just the worst.
But the first episode is like the mansion and like the.
Mm-mm. It's when he comes into Santa Barbara
Yeah.
for the first time.
I know the episode. I don't know how to describe it.
I've never.
And there's like the cabin at the lake, and it's like the accidental murder.
Okay, maybe, yeah. But watch the opening scene of the first episode of Psych.
Oh!
And imagine-
it's kind of Now You See Me style, isn't it? Where he's like
No.
doing detective work.
No.
Maybe I'm just thinking
Just-
Now I See
I don't
Me.
know.
Just watch it, and then
Okay.
as you watch it, imagine me and Drake.
Drake.
Ah! Me and Drake. And then Jenny and Hallie over here. And that scene comes on. We're dead silent already. And that scene comes on.
Okay.
It was so bad. And none of us did anything about it. Because it was too awkward. We just sat
Well,
there.
because it's junior high. What do
Yeah,
you
you guys
do?
were in junior high.
Ah, it was
Well,
the worst.
and then there's the time where all three of you guys liked me. Remember?
All
in
three of
ninth
us?
Grade? No. Tate, Drake, and what's his name? Joe.
Joe.
You all three at the
Yes!
same time,
Okay,
dude?
that was actually that was
like right before I started hanging
Yeah.
out with you guys.
I would
It was like
consider
winter
I
of
remember-
ninth grade.
It was, because that's when we all had choir together. And I remember Drake telling me about how he liked you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Because then we had seminary together, you, me, and Drake.
You're right.
And you and Drake sat by each other.
Well, that was because it was alphabetical.
That is true, but I remember it being a big deal because Drake liked you.
Yeah.
I remember that too.
That was funny.
I would consider that like my first heartbreak.
Really?
Yeah. Cause do you remember that one time when we hung out? We have pictures of it. We like went over and we like drew in the snow and stuff.
Yeah.
And I gave Drake fire hoodie.
Drake,
my fire hoodie.
Yeah. No.
Emily's better than than you are.
Yeah, that was yeah.
Wait, why was that? What does that have to do with?
Because you talked to Drake more, because you were scared. Like I made you nervous, so I thought you liked Drake, and it made me so sad. So then I
thought
up on
Emily was
everything.
my first heartbreak, and then later
It's just
stuff
everyone's
happened.
first heartbreak, you know. What can I say?
But then in retrospect, I know it was later.
Yeah, because I was just helping you out.
You were just a stepping stool in
Hey.
no way to my feelings.
You never know. You could have the next heartbreak, and it could be the same amount worse.
Yeah.
I don't imagine that, but maybe.
You
Who
never know.
knows?
I feel like everybody has one of those waiting for them.
A bad heartbreak?
Yeah.
I think I already got mine.
I don't think I mean, I did, but I didn't. Because I was already, like, checked out of my relationship by the time we, like, actually, you know, like, I think, I don't know. Before we actually broke
when you
up,
guys actually broke up, you weren't, like...
I was fine.
You were fine.
He wasn't.
He was not fine.
He
I don't think
was
he's
for a few
fine.
months.
Oh.
I don't think... Okay, in reality, has he
thought you
ever
were the
been fine?
Okay, no. I think...
Stop
No,
it!
clearly I'm not. Just saying.
No, he was
Has he
definitely...
ever really been fine?
Well, there's, like...
True. That is true.
I think about it
You
with,
dated
like...
a wild human.
I did. And, like,
He was
now
a
I think
wild
about
He
it,
was a
like...
wild one.
me and like Joe, and I'm like, wow, like the difference is so like mind blowing. Like there's things that are like similar, like I don't know how to describe it. Not similar, but like I don't know how to describe it. Like he handled things so differently than how Joe handles things, and it's like I don't know. He was just mentally ill.
That's
What are you doing?
My shoe started peeling, so I started peeling it, and then it started peeling.
Oh. But I also remember in 9th grade when you guys all liked me that like Joe was still in his like COVID. So he wasn't even there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember this because this is when I started hanging out with you, so I
Yeah.
wasn't like super involved in it, but I remember this.
You remember hearing this stuff?
Do you know, I actually have a very vivid memory
Of what?
of that whole phase, that like Christmas time in 9th grade. I remembered we were at Emma's house. Everything happened at Emma's house.
Everything. We hung out there every time.
And we were playing hide and seek in her basement. And I went and I hid. And you guys forgot about me.
No, we did not.
Yes, you did.
No, we didn't.
Yes, you did.
Tate, I don't remember
Yes,
that at
you did.
all.
And I heard you laughing with Drake. And that was what hurt.
No,
I say that now like I'm beyond it entirely, but
I don't remember that.
That is heartbreaking.
that is a vivid memory of mine. I was sitting in this little like cram. It was because her basement wasn't finished, so it was between two boards of plywood, and there was a sleeping bag in front of me, and I just sat there.
Okay, but okay.
It was
You
awful.
want to hear the tea, Tate?
What?
If I didn't like actually like any of you,
True.
but
I didn't actually
no.
like any of you.
Okay,
She's literally
all
dating
right.
one of them now.
Wait, yeah, what?
Okay, at the
She's
time,
dating Joe.
At the time, I liked you the most, and that's why I asked you to go on walks with me.
Mm-hmm.
Remember? And
I
we
do.
would I would hug you,
I do.
and I thought that was like the
I
biggest
do.
thing. And then
That was actually the greatest impactful thing ever.
the hug.
Yeah.
Hugs do a
crazy.
lot.
Yeah, and like that's what I'm saying. I liked you the most out of all of them at the time. But I remember I was out of town or something, and you went on a walk with Emma, and I was like jealous about it. I was like,
really?
Emma went on a walk with Tate. And
Dang.
I'm surprised. I actually remember that.
really?
She was across the street, and I was walking into my house, and she came over, and I didn't want to.
Oh, really?
Because it was just weird without you there. Because it's easier with 3 people than with 2.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Conversation's easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do remember that.
Yeah,
I
see?
do remember that.
Oh, wow.
Well, yeah. I mean,
And then I came along
Yeah,
and
man.
liked you, but kind of didn't.
You were just a year late
Yeah,
on
That was a
the
year late.
drama.
you stared me dead in the eye when you said I liked you.
I liked you. Not her. You.
and then when I friend zoned you in my car.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Have you not heard that?
You haven't heard the
No?
story? So I liked. Okay. This is how I think of it now. During then, I probably thought of it differently, but then, so we just turned 16, and I was like, oh, dating, yes. And Emily was the only one that could like date then.
Uh-huh.
I was the only option.
She was the only option. She was dispendable.
Whoa! What?
Just kidding. But
Intro.
I asked her to homecoming, and then Rachel, because I met Rachel in driver's ed.
Yeah.
So she was like, "Oh, so you like her?" And I was like, "Well, I guess I do." And so then I like went full send 0 to 100, like going for Emily, and then I don't know.
But that's when I liked Joe.
You liked Joe.
Cause like it was during the summer of before sophomore
It
year.
was
that
summer
me
going
and
into
Joe,
sophomore
like,
year.
started like talking,
Yeah.
and then like beginning of sophomore year, that's when we really started to like.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we could date because we're in high school now.
Yeah.
And then that's when you liked.
And then that's when I liked her. So anyway, I was like, I like you, blah, blah, blah. And then Emily was like, I think we should just be friends in the car.
It was in my car. It was in my grandma's car.
In her grandma's
In
car. We were going
her
somewhere. Weren't we going to like the
Drake?
his house or something like that?
Maybe.
Because we like hung out beforehand.
Yeah, no, you're
And
right.
then
You're
we were
right.
going
It was
to,
that
like-
night we went to.
Drake.
But it was before that we met at Castle Park.
Because the talk was at Castle Park. Because you like picked me up.
I think we met there actually, and you just got in my car.
Either or.
Yeah. Anyway, but I remember it, and then I felt so bad.
Yeah.
But it turned out.
It turned out better because then now I kind of realize what liking her was. I don't think. I mean, not in a mean way,
No,
but I don't think I
Right.
actually liked you as much as I thought I did at the time.
No, yeah.
Because then I did later, like, I don't know, a couple
Date
months
someone.
later, I got a girlfriend and I realized what liking someone actually was like, and I was like, oh, that wasn't what
Yeah.
I felt towards Emily.
But then I got friend zoned anyway by the.
Yeah, and then you got friend-zoned by Joe, but now you and Joe are dating.
He friends on you?
Yeah, he
You
did.
didn't know that?
She friend-zoned me for him, and then he friend-zoned her.
Yeah. Like I remember, like.
Oh.
I mean, he didn't like. I don't know, cause he wasn't 16 yet.
Right.
He was just like, like I think we should just be friends or something, cause like I'm not even 16 yet and I'm not even ready for a relationship, which took him like 2 years.
2 years later, bro. That was his
Yeah.
excuse, like, not that long ago.
I
either.
know. Well, and then I was like, no, like that's fine. Let's just be best friends. And then we were best friends like from then on to when like
It would have
probably
been
prom.
this summer.
Like prom last year is like
Is that when you guys went together?
junior year we went to prom.
Oh,
But-
yeah.
But
Okay.
we like didn't like nothing happened until May. But then nothing actually and then
happened until June. Because that's when you guys...
it was like end of May that
Was it
we
the
like
end of May?
kissed. Yeah.
I thought that was June.
No, it was end of May that we
Okay,
kissed, and then
okay.
I ended things in July, and then we kissed again in October. And now here we are.
You ended things?
In the summer.
Yeah, I remember her telling me about this.
Yeah, I did. Cause I could tell he wasn't fully ready yet. From
Oh, I do remember this actually.
Because she was...
I do.
Yeah.
he wasn't fully into it, and
Yeah.
then she was like, but I don't want to be doing this if we weren't.
Cause like in the moment, it just felt like we were kind of just
Friends with
friends
benefits.
with benefits,
Mhm.
you know. And so I was just like, like I can tell you're not ready, and that's fine. Like that's your own personal thing. So I think we should stop for now, while you are until you're ready.
And then they figured it out, and now they're together.
Yeah. No, things are great.
No, things are great.
Yeah.
I'm alone,
Yay!
but things are
I'm
great.
alone. But
What?
what? Are you not alone?
Am I not alone?
No, Tate.
Are you not alone?
No?
What?
No, not in that sense. I mean, I'm not alone.
Yes, I'm not alone either.
Yeah.
Is that why you're making that face up?
Yeah.
Because I have friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, friends are family.
The true journey was the friends we made along the way.
No, honestly though, that's facts.
Oh,
Like,
man.
I don't know.
That is true. We got closer because of all the weird crap.
Yeah.
Weird crap indeed.
Cause like, when all the hidden stuff was going on, like, I went to you,
That is true. That is very, very true.
then we got close.
We did get close.
And I even went to you one time.
What are you
What?
laughing
What are you
about,
laughing
idiot?
about?
This is not a podcast.
This is exactly what I wanted the podcast to become.
This is literally just.
A conversation. This is what it was.
Well, yeah,
always meant
it's a
to be.
conversation, but it's like. How was this vacations? I mean, that was our
Cause
intention.
friends
That was
are
the
our vacations all the time.
See, loop it around. Best vacation I've been on was our friend trip,
Bear Lake.
Bear Lake.
Honestly,
Yeah,
that was a good
That was a
vacation.
good. That was a good
it
vacation.
was a good vacation, even though I had to leave at 6
Yeah.
a.m.
No, and then you woke me up. Remember?
Yeah, and you took pictures on
Yeah, that was sick.
on his
That-
phone.
You have to admit. It
That was
really
cool.
sick.
I just remember I just was like sleeping, and then I hear I wake up to you going like, wake up, and I'm like, what is going on? And
I
it's
didn't-
you.
I didn't
Yes,
do that.
you did.
No, I snuck in quietly.
No, and then you started shaking me because I was outside.
Fred.
I
You
don't-
stole Fred's phone and took pictures
I did
of
steal
the
Fred's
of the
phone.
sunrise.
I literally
And he-
stole it
and he-
out of
he-
his hand.
Yeah,
Yeah, because he was asleep.
he
Yeah.
woke up and there were
That's funny.
pictures of the sunrise, and he was like, "How?"
You know what I also
That's
remember?
funny.
When I went outside, it was you, Joe, you,
Mhm.
and
I think it was us three.
It was just us
Drake out
three.
there? Oh, it was just you three.
No, it was just us three.
And I remembered, Joe was like,
Was he cuddling?
Was
it,
he?
it looked like it.
Oh. He
That's
stole
so
my blanket.
awkward for me.
But yeah,
No, we were not fully cuddling. Like,
Fully, you're like 50%.
no, we were just close to each other. But like, he stole my blanket, and that's all I remember from that night. No, he stole my blanket off of me, so it was just him with my blanket, and I didn't have a blanket. And then I remember I tried to wake you up. I was like, Austin, because I heard you move, so I thought you were awake. So I was like, Austin, and he didn't say anything. And so then I was just like laying there in the cold, and I'm like, well, I don't know what to do.
I grabbed like extra blankets
I know,
too.
and then yeah,
Oh, that's
got
sad.
stolen from me. Because I think at the start we were sharing a blanket,
Yeah, we were.
and then that blanket went to you. The other one went to Joe.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's
Oh.
funny now.
That was a good vacation.
That was a
And
good
that-
vacation.
It is probably one of the most memorable vacations. So, are
Yeah.
they overrated?
Not with the right people.
With the right people.
Okay, it depends on
Vacations are about the people you're with.
Yeah.
That
And
is
the
the true
people-
vacation. And the people you meet. I never met like
Yeah.
anyone cool
Actually,
on
yeah, that's
vacation.
complete.
It's about the people you meet. I haven't met.
Hey,
anyone.
depends on if you're extrovert or introvert.
True. We brought it back.
But yeah,
Okay. Well, thank you, Emily, for
You're
joining
welcome.
us on today's episode.
It was my pleasure.
And
bye.